I only be rockin' with fam. Stop playing, y'all know who I am. No, I don't do bop or no dance. No, I don't pop perk on those ass. So please don't get caught in this jam. And please don't be forcing my hands. Cause if I'm a blam, blam, blam.
We are not going to tolerate you disrespecting anyone from our community, especially our children. This is our community. We're the ones keeping you in business.
Is that legend?
I don't see no white folks coming here.
Their voices are getting louder.
When I say by any means necessary, I mean the insurrection has already started.
Peaceful protesting, marching, singing, we shall overcome. Those times are over.
Y'all, ma. Peace to the goddess and peace to the gods. And we are back.
We're black.
We are black. Correction. Absolutely. We are black. You already know the biggest Panther in the jungle, King Rick, and General YUTI. So, we bringing it to you right back into your living room, your dining room, your kitchen, wherever you might be right now. I don't know. It's probably trying to. It's just a.
What's up, Black
We have a
Milwaukee?
connection problem.
Yeah, always a connection
People.
problem. We're gonna correct that. What's up, Black Milwaukee? What's up, Black America? What's up, Black Nation? Welcome, Black, to the Lair of the Black Panther, featuring the biggest Panther in the jungle, King Rick, and General YUTI, second in command of the original Black Panthers. Black Power, brother.
Black power.
Let's get black. Let's get strong. We are too black, too strong, to be denied. Oh, it's wonderful. Today's show will be outstanding, enlightening, and inspiring. And we're going to educate you as well. So tune in, sit back, let's get black. As always, before we begin our podcast, we'd like to pay homage to our ancestors and elders who have made it absolutely necessary for the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense to exist. The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense began in 1966, started by Dr. Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seals in Oakland, California. It was designed to fight against racism, oppression, injustice, inequality, and police brutality in Oakland, California, and across America. And I say America with 3 Ks. It grew so fast that it started breakfast programs that you know of now that exist in every school across the country. Who started that? The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. Who started the WIC program? The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. Who had free health care for our community that was suffering from sickle cell and other diseases? The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense.
Absolutely.
Without them, there would be no original Black Panthers or no Black Panther organizations that are out there now. And that's not disrespect, it's real. Anybody that knows me, I keep it real and I speak it true. And if you don't like it, don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, and that's not being disrespectful. I'm just trying to have a little levity today. Now, 7 years ago, the Council of Elders and the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense decided to bring back the original Black Panthers. It started in Milwaukee, and they decided and designated me to be the leader of the original Black Panthers. I started out as a Panther Cub in the early 70s, then became the personal bodyguard of Commander Mike McGee Sr., alderman that started the Black Panther Militia. I was a personal bodyguard to Deruba Ben Wahad, who was incarcerated due to COINTELPRO. When he got out, who was assigned to him? The biggest Panther in the jungle. Also, Geronimo Pratt, when he also got out of prison due to COINTELPRO. And look up COINTELPRO, because a lot of you brothers and sisters don't know what it's about. We're going to enlighten you, we're going to educate you, and we're going to inspire you. When he got out of prison and traveled in the Midwest, who was designated to be one of his personal bodyguards? King Rick, the biggest Panther in the jungle. And I'm not saying that to toot my own horn, I'm saying that to make sure that you know that the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense is still active. Shout out to our elders and ancestors who have made it possible for us to exist. Without you, it would be on us.
Yes.
You know, so every show we're gonna pay homage to that in the very beginning, because out there will be no us. So let's get black. We're gonna be too black, too strong, to be denied. Every show we have many different segments. Oh, it might offend some people. You might not like it, but it's gonna be truthful. And do I give a fuck? I don't give a fuck.
Do not.
Listen, I laugh every time I say it.
I hear it all the time.
I laugh every time I say it because it's true. And people say, King Rick, you act like you don't give a fuck. I'm not acting. I'm not a thespian because I don't give a fuck. I really don't. It's about the betterment of our community and every other community fighting against racism, oppression, injustice, inequality, and police brutality. And now, Black National News. You ready, General?
I'm ready. And remember, if you ain't a part of the solution, your ass part of the problem.
And if you're in the way, we're going to move you out the way. Don't give a fuck who you are. It's about the betterment of our people and other people. The original Black Panthers are not a racist or hate group. We are against racism. We are against oppression. We are against injustice. We are against inequality. And we are against police brutality. I am a black man living in a black world, doing black things,
baby.
Black people, and then others. If you come to us and ask for help, we don't care who you are. We're going to help you. That's what it's about. But you have to understand, in order for us to help you, we have to take care of our own. People really get it twisted. And we're going to get into that a little bit later, because we have to hold our own accountable for what's happening in our community. It doesn't matter if it's a black, brown, yellow, white, red, green, purple, orange communities. Is that orange community? Donald Trump, that's orange.
I knew we was going there.
What you know, man?
I knew you was going there.
Okay.
And kings and queens, we appreciate all the love, but right now, you are a part of history. We got the biggest panther in the jungle giving us some of his time and giving us some of that wisdom and information that you can only get from somebody who participated. So please hit the like, please hit the share. Let's get some bodies in here so we can get some black information circulating.
Oh, damn. Okay. Did you just rhyme?
Ooh,
yes, you did.
That was hot. I got bars. I didn't even know that. That was hot.
Listen, he's telling the truth.
I'm going to eat a candy corn on that. On that note, I'm going to eat a candy corn.
He is telling the truth. Listen, this show is about the enlightenment of our people. Showing you that there's a different way to get things done. And if we all unite together to solve the social and economic conditions that plague every black and brown community across the country, we can get it done. Because when you have a thriving community, when your educational system is great, when you have businesses in the poor economic communities, black and brown, when you have economic development, the crime rate drops. And I always say this, General, if I'm wrong, prove me wrong. How many people can prove me wrong? I keep it real, I keep it right. So now, let's get on. Let's get it black, General. Let's get it black. Black National News. News nationwide and worldwide. Now, it's going to be deep, and it's going to be real, it's going to be raw. But let's start out with some positive stuff. Now, you all heard of Sha'Carri Richardson, right? The queen from our community who was kicked out of the Olympics because she tested positive for marijuana. Listen, the Golden Boy Michael Phelps, the swimmer, tested positive for marijuana. What happened? I'll wait. Was he kicked out?
He tested positive for all that.
Yeah, more than that. Wait, was he kicked out?
No.
That's my point.
He kept them damn medals too.
Hello. Recently, she participated in a race with other people from the Olympics, especially Jamaica team and another from America, and she didn't fare too well. But a lot of people in our community have disrespected her. Oh, you was on her side when she got kicked out of the Olympics, but now when she came in a not favorable position in a race against Olympic champions, you all flipped the script. Not all of you, but a lot of you started disrespecting this queen. And she said some stuff on social media like, kind of, fuck you, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do what I do. And she's right. Nobody's perfect. You got to remember, this year, she was the 5th fastest person in the world in the 100 meters. Well, some of y'all forgot that, right? Simone Biles, the best Olympic champion ever. Oh yeah, they changed the rules and the laws of the Olympics. Come on, man.
And here's my thing.
Go ahead, General.
Like-
Don't get me
like-
started, man. I'm gonna start cussing you out in French. Go ahead.
Like you just said with the Michael Phelps, and you look at it like that. Okay, let's look at it from a different perspective. Look how white folks treated that.
Hello.
White folks didn't flip on him, turn on him, and
No,
cut.
they didn't. Come on,
No.
Joe, speak the truth,
They
man.
did everything so you Negroes would forget and sweep it under the rug. When something happened with them, they hurry up, dust it off, keep it moving. They support their people
said
through
dust it off.
and keep it moving. They act like they ain't did nothing happen. They support their people through hardships. Regardless of, I don't even watch track. Regardless of how you felt about her, we should never let them see us behave that way about one of ours. That's the problem right there. If they see we not unified, then they know how to move against us. It's so easy to move against us because we never unified on nothing. The people who critique that woman can't even run to the grocery store.
They can't even.
Can't run to the car. So you just got to think about it. Like, I can't critique you for something I can't do. I know.
Man, you can do that.
I'm not running.
I can't do it, but you can do that.
If I'm chasing somebody for a good reason.
Listen, there's an old adage out there. On the top of a hill, you had a young bull and an old bull. The young bull said, "Let's run down there and have sex with all the heifers." The old bull said, "No." The young bull said, "Let's have sex with one of the heifers." The old bull said, "Let's walk down there and have sex with all of them."
The infinite wisdom.
Man, stop, man. Oh, I learned this from the elders.
The
and ancestors,
infinite wisdom.
But I also got that from the movie Colors. You remember that? Come on, man. We get knowledge is every day. Let's get back to the national black news. Now, in Milwaukee, you know I'm from Milwaukee, and I always mess with the politicians because Milwaukee is the most racist and hyper-segregated city in America. In downtown Milwaukee, you have over $1 billion worth of buildings, businesses, and infrastructure. And in the inner city, you have crumbs. As I stated earlier, Milwaukee is the most racist and hyper-segregated city in America. It's the poorest city for black and brown people, but one of the richest for white. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, that used to be popular for beer and getting drunk and all that kind of stuff. Man, listen. Milwaukee is majority black and brown. And I'm going to tell you this. If we get together, we can control the elected officials in Milwaukee. But that's for another story. But Bad News Barrett, the mayor of Milwaukee, has been tapped by Joe Biden, the Democrat. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm not a Republican, nor am I a Democrat. I'm a black man living in a black world doing black things to black people because both parties will screw you over. Check your history. But Mayor Tom Barrett was designated to be the ambassador of Luxembourg. And a lot of people have noticed that the city of Milwaukee, from the mayor on down, is under investigation for the lead poisoning of our children in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Now, Bad News Barrett, I want you all to understand, I'm going to give you an analogy. Boss Tweed and Tammany Hall, look it up. Mayor Barrett is Boss Tweed. The Common Council is Tammany Hall. I'm just giving you some education here. But he's been tapped to be the ambassador to Luxembourg. But he's under investigation by the state attorney general for the lead poisoning of our children. Now, there's a double-edged sword here. Do we want his ass out so Cavalier Johnson, the president of Common Council, can become mayor, or do we want to keep him from becoming the ambassador? I say this. Bear, get your ass out of here. Because as long as you've been mayor, Milwaukee has remained the most racist and hyper-segregated city in America. And if I'm wrong, prove me wrong. You can't. So.
And now when he ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
Another opportunity where we not paying attention to just what happened in the city in Madison, Wisconsin, because we got Madison on this side in other states, and we got Milwaukee and other places on this side. So I'm just saying, for the people in Madison who think this is not relevant, why he talking about Milwaukee? You remember about 35, 40-ish days ago when there was a whole bunch of men in all black inside the Capitol?
What?
Looked like Black Panthers?
Who was that? Stop.
It's funny. When they did it,
oh, we're going to get to
it
that.
made national news.
We're going to get to that. We got them.
It's funny.
White on white crime. Stay tuned. Listen. When we say black national news, we talk about news in our community. It's black national. And a lot of times you hear black on black crime, which is a misnomer. It's crime in general. In every show that we have, we're going to highlight white on white crime. Are you ready? Are you ready to get black? Let's do it. Now, white on white crime. This year, in January, over 100,000 or more white nationalists raided the nation's capital. Am I right, Jeremy? People got killed. There was violence. People got arrested. Is that not white on white crime? Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, prove me wrong.
That's the whitest of white crime, because they was climbing over walls and shit.
And they showed video of some politicians letting them in the back door. And they showed video of the state capitol police letting them just run up in there. Come on, man. Is that not white on white crime? And I'm not a racist person. I'm just so tired of hearing black on black crime. That is a misnomer. Crime is crime. Because if you look at it, over 85% of crimes in the white community is committed by who? White people. Just in every community. But the racist media wants you to think that black on black crime, I'll say it again, black on black crime is the major cause of everything. Nah. In every community it's like that.
You commit crime around who you're around.
And crime is crime. Exactly. The United States is the most segregated country in America. Don't believe me? Check it out.
If I'm poor or I'm destitute or whatever the case may be, and I deduct I want to rob somebody. Bro, how I'm going to get all the way over there where white folks at? I'm broke.
Right.
So it's about to go down right here.
Because we're so segregated. When we're angry, who do we react to first? Our own. Yes?
You see that in your household. You see that in day-to-day living. You see that everywhere. You take your frustrations out in your environment.
Because you have no choice because we're so segregated. That's why we have to re-educate our people, our children, our parents. We are strong, we are beautiful, and we are black. You know, this show is going to enlighten and inspire you in many different ways. And if you don't like it,
They don't give a fuck.
say it again, man.
They don't give a fuck. I mean candy corn.
I don't, man.
They fire too.
Hello. Listen, we want to help you, we want to enlighten you, and we don't want to inspire you. We are too black, too strong, to be denied. So let's go to sports right now. Anybody ever heard of, what's his name, Richard Sherman?
Richard Sherman?
NFL champion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was arrested for domestic violence.
Domestic violence. They call him. His wife called the police, and apparently he was trying to bust through the door.
And he was drunk,
allegedly.
right?
They say he was drunk. Then when he got there, he tried to whoop the cops, and he was on one. So he got a bunch. The brother got a bunch of charges, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but usually when white folks kick it off like this, they don't really play with you. So we gonna see.
Yeah, but you got to remember the laws and attitude of America. Excuse me, were never designed to protect the people. It oppresses. And who does it oppress? Black and brown people. knowledge. Listen, Richard Sherman, if you did that, your ass need to be locked up, man. A lot of times, these professional athletes can pay their way out.
That happens.
How you gonna pay your way out, man, when you hit a woman?
That's true.
You coward.
True.
And you're an NFL champion, intelligent, graduated from Stanford. That's not too intelligent, man. Listen.
It always struck me as weird anyway, man.
Yeah, it is what it is. But if you did it, your ass need to be locked up. Real talk. And if people don't like it, it is what it is. And if I'm wrong, you gotta prove me wrong. We are in this together, people. We are strong, we are intelligent, and we are black.
Man, look, if you hit a woman, lock his ass up. If I can't say that kind of.
Oh, it's the same way if a woman hits a man too.
That's right.
Come on, man.
I can't threaten people here, so he don't like when I do that. But but if
that's for another time. Listen, this is this is my general second command of the original Black Panthers. Okay, General Mike Payne is the new leader of the original Black Panthers. He was chosen by the elders and me due to health reasons. The biggest Panther has to take a break. Oh, that doesn't mean I'm going to disappear, because I love to roar. And I'm a gorilla, so I swing from the vines on you. Come on, man. And I'm going to ask you this question. Can a polar bear swing on a vine with a gorilla? Nope.
I don't even know what that means, but I like it when you say it.
Polar bears have claws and they can't do this. Silverback gorillas, the biggest gorilla in the world, which they call me too, can close their fist and swing from the vine.
And General YUTI can close his too, so y'all keep hitting on black women and see what happens.
And black women need to stop hitting on black men.
That too. That part.
For real. Listen, our communities are so decimated due to what has happened to us. And we got to understand, in order to fix our community, the king and queen must not be in disarray.
This is true.
Come on, man. And I'm being real with it. And if you don't like it, it is what it is. Oh, I speak a little French. One day I'm going to come on this show and I'm going to cuss everybody out that I want to. No, I'm just playing. Sometimes I have a sense of humor. But let's get to white on white crime. Listen, this was given to me, this idea, by my godfather Teju when he was a word warrior in Milwaukee and had a talk show. And he spotlighted white on white crime. Do you? Crime is crime. It doesn't matter what race you are. If it's crime, it's crime. And if Pookie and Ray Ray is shooting up our community, if Juan and Julio is shooting up their community, and if Biff, and give me another white name, Brad is shooting up their community, they need to be locked up. Crime is crime. It does not matter what race, creed, or color you are. If you are committing crime, it's still crime. And 85%, I'm going to tell you, over 85% of crime that is committed in any community is from someone of their own.
But Biff and Brad to shoot you up and get a talk show.
Oh, yeah, and Biff and Brad, and so opioids.
They'll be on it at 8 o'clock Eastern.
Listen, Biff and Brad's dads are lawyers, judges, and politicians. Can you say knowledge? This podcast is about enlightenment, inspiration, and education from a Black Panther perspective. It's raw, hard-hitting, edged, and with the attitude as we speak the truth. And if you don't like it, do it the fuck. I say that a lot, and I don't mean that to be disrespectful. I mean it because it's real. But, you know, let's get on white crime. We talked about the uprising at the state capitol this year in January. White on white crime. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. But let's go to little Kyle Rittenhouse, the 17-year-old white supremacist from Illinois who came all the way to Kenosha armed with a semi-automatic rifle, shot and killed who? His own. Think about it. Is that white on white crime? Yes, it is. Definitely white on white crime. Also, they found a video of him a couple of days earlier before he killed and wounded his own white on white crime. He was at a grocery store in his hometown in Illinois and said, if I had a rifle or something like that, I would shoot them all. Wait a minute. Little white supremacists, because that's what you are. And the people that support you, they are too. You were wrong, you killed individuals, and you mortally wounded individuals. And they were your own. Is that not white on white crime?
The epitome of.
Come on, man. Hello.
The epitome of.
Listen, we're going to keep it real, we're going to keep it right, and we're going to keep it truthful from an original Black Panther perspective.
And whatever happened to him?
Oh, he got out on bail. His trial is coming up real soon. But listen, America with 3 Ks protects its own.
This is true.
When he got out on bail because people paid his bail. Some movie star, Ricky Schroeder, is that his name? Paid his bail, and the Pillow Man. Man, stop.
I never liked dude. That damn
Come on.
toupee. Ew, is there something about the toupee?
So what you're telling me is, and I'm not a judge nor a lawyer, but he killed people and mortally wounded them. He's 17 years old. Came across state lines with a semi-automatic rifle. And in Wisconsin, you can't carry that at that age. Hello?
That was the part right there.
Come on, man. Some of y'all get
That was the part right there. He didn't even supposed to have a weapon.
hello. And those who are supporting them, it's on you. And some people are as quiet as a church mouse pissing on cotton.
But I gotta go to the flip side though, General.
Go ahead. It's your world, Black
Like
man.
we
Do
just
what you do.
said. Look at how they support their own. Right, wrong, or indifferent.
Right.
This boy done went across state lines. His mom and daddy didn't know he done stole the rifle.
No,
and went out
his
there.
mama knew he had it because she went with him.
He done went out there, bust shots, dead wrong. And what happened? White folks jumped behind him, bailed him. Now look what y'all do. Leave him in there. That's what he get. No. They stick together. That's the lesson you can learn from this. Right, wrong, or indifferent. They bind together. Now, we don't want to be binding with somebody that's wrong, but what I'm saying is we got to learn to unify front and stick together. That's how they get a lot of confidence.
Say it again, General.
Stick together. They hold each other down. That's what we have to do. We're in a position where we can get a lot accomplished, except for everybody is worried about who gonna be the person to accomplish whatever it is. It doesn't matter. You gotta stick together.
And stop waiting for a leader to do what you can do. I'm just going to say it.
True.
Stop waiting for a leader to do what you can do. Because we need everybody from our community to change it, man. And if you don't, that's okay. We need to love, honor, and respect each other by any means necessary. I mean, it's really deep and it's really difficult for us to be united as one, but it's not impossible. We are too black, too strong, too big, denied. All power to the people. And now, this is one of my favorite segments. Let's get to verbal milk and revolutionary cookies. Now, grab your glass of verbal milk, pour it up, get your plate of revolutionary cookies, because you're about to be enlightened. As I stated earlier, January 6, 2021, racist white supremacists took over the nation's capital in Washington, D.C. It caused everything to halt. Am I wrong, General?
Mm-hmm.
Politicians were running for their life, but some of them let them in the back door, too. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Now check this out. I want you to take that revolutionary cookie and dip it in the verbal milk. This year, the original Black Panthers, led by King Rick, along with the Brown Berets, Flack, the GTFO, and others, the Brown Berets especially, descended upon the state capitol in Madison, Wisconsin. Look it up.
And the Yellow Panthers.
Oh yeah, thank you, sir. The Yellow Panthers. We came in there and we shut it down. No violence, no killing, none of that. Unity.
Made history, and nobody talked about it.
Hello.
Didn't make the news when they did the little thing
It
they
was on
did.
58, Channel 58.
Oh, Channel 58. I don't even know what that said.
I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying, though. See, this is why it's imperative, like we were just saying, we have to stick together, because if we leave it up to them to tell our story, we know what it's going to be. They're going to leave us at gangbangers and dope fiends.
And that's not what we are. We are kings and queens. I'll say it again. We are kings and queens. We are royalty. That's where we come from, man. Listen, people like to want to forget when we were taken from Africa and turned into slaves. We were captives first and turned into slaves. In America, and I say America with 3 Ks. And they want us to remain that. Nah, them days are over. Them days are done. We are too black, too strong, to be denied. And I say that a lot because that's truthful. We come from royalty. Our family has been decimated by America to make the black man look emasculated and the black woman to take over the family. Do they do that in the white community? I'll wait. And I'm not saying to be racist. It is true. Do they? Black and brown people, yellow people, red people, white people, we need to unite and change the dynamics of America, which was built on racism, oppression, injustice, and inequality. And if the king is wrong, what do I say?
Telling me wrong.
Prove me wrong. I only speak because I know it. Yeah, we have to get together and change the dynamics, because until we do, it's going to keep going on, man. So, as I stated, this segment is entitled Verbal Milk and Revolutionary Cookies. And I hope you took that revolutionary cookie and dipped it into your verbal milk. I like that, man. That's a fire shit. I'm sorry. I got that from the elders and the ancestors, man. You know, we have to be united as one. Listen, I don't usually do this live talk show type stuff because that's not what I do. I am a man of action. I will swing from the vines like the biggest gorilla in the world, a silverback, and hold you accountable. Or either I will come in as the biggest panther in the jungle and shut you the fuck down with the original Black Panthers. Because we do it, and we've done it. You might not like us, you might not agree with our methods, and that's cool. But you cannot deny that we get things done. General, am I right?
Absolutely.
And if you don't like it, then you get out here and do it yourself.
And we get it done in a different kind of way. Not to discredit anybody or take anything away from anybody.
Right.
But it's just, I've been around the country with the king and I've seen it firsthand. When we get there, it's just different. The vibe, the energy, simply because y'all the people, y'all know. We're there for you.
Exactly.
So the energy, you can just feel it.
General, tell me about when we went to Alabama.
Alabama was probably the most racist place I've been in my
The
life.
antebellum South.
But the people were so beautiful, and the hospitality, it's like they fed us, they made sure that everything was cool, but it was historical because we sat in the courtroom.
Tell them, General.
All we did was just sit in the courtroom. This queen been getting to run around with her son for 2 years. For 2 years, these people had her son. Not telling her anything. Just pin the tail on the donkey. We went and sat in the courtroom for 2 hours. Didn't say anything. Just sat there. When we left that courtroom, they released that queen's son first thing in the morning.
Say it again.
First thing in the morning, after 2 years of not hearing anything about her child. We went to the Waffle House and the queen was in tears.
Oh, I like the Waffle House now. I'm a foodie, but
I'm addicted to the Waffle House. It's my addiction. I'm sorry. It's my drug of choice.
We need a black Waffle House, man.
Yeah, we do need a black Waffle House. Anybody out there listening? We need a black Waffle House.
There you go.
Okay, so anyway, so we sat in the court though, but that for me, that's my most memorable, at least one of them in my top 5. It's a lot of them, but when I tell people certain things about the Panthers, that's the story I remember the most, because we just sat there, and first thing in the morning they gave that queen her son back.
After 2 years.
After 2 years.
No lawyer,
no nothing.
community-based organization.
And she had lawyers and was getting no answers, no results.
And paid them over $30,000. But when the original Black Panthers came into town, sat in the courtroom and didn't say a word, her child was released the next day.
And according to the queen, what she told us, she been through 5 different lawyers. That's what the queen said. Said she went through 5 different lawyers and getting nothing about her child. That's their beauty. That's
too
their
black,
beauty.
too strong,
To be denied.
Listen, any of us can do that. You just don't have to be afraid to do it. It does not take the original Black Panthers, the original Black Panther gorillas, and the biggest king in the jungle, the biggest panther in the jungle, King Rick, to solve these issues. It's going to take all of us to do it. Stop waiting on the Panthers to do it. The original Black Panthers. Stop waiting. And a lot of people say, well, I don't like the way you do things. You're bullies and all this kind of thing. Listen, if being a bully is taking care of our community and holding people accountable, God damn it, I'm the biggest bully in the fucking world. Because I love, honor, and respect our people, and I'm not racist. I'm about justice. Say it again, General.
Man, look. When them people showed up on the shores of Africa, did they come negotiating?
Hell no.
Did they come to Africa and say, well, you know, we would like to conquer you and take your shit. How do you feel about that? No. So when people say we bullies and all that, look, these people, the power structure that be what we're up against, they use intimidation, they use bravado, they use borderline gang tactics. You have to meet aggression with aggression. Now, we are still calculated and we're organized and we're there for the people. But you can't go to a bunch of bullies saying, please give my lunch money back. That shit don't work like that. Give my damn lunch box or else.
I like that. I'm going to use that, man. Listen, we are tired of peacefully marching, singing We Shall Overcome and Kumbaya. That don't work. It's about taking back our community, our finances, our schools, and making sure we get our piece of the pie. And if we're not going to get it, we need to take it. Stop being afraid. A lot of you have been paid the proverbial 30 pieces of silver. You black sellouts.
Negro pens.
I like that. Federal informants, black churches, black boule. I say it all the time. If you don't like it,
He don't give a fuck.
because I speak the truth. You sold out for 30 pieces of silver. The proverbial 30 pieces of silver that Judas in the Bible sold out Jesus for. And I always say this, in the end, Judas hung himself. It's in the Bible. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. You sellouts, y'all gotta go. You sellouts, listen, we are tired of you. You are in the way, and we're gonna move you out of the way.
And here's the thing. Now, they hit me in my feed and said the connection keep going off and look at yours. That's how y'all know y'all missing history and y'all playing games with it. The people who we talking about know we talking about something. Y'all don't. That if we wasn't talking about nothing, why they keep messing with the feed?
What I got to do?
I'm in the same place. It's them. It's them. We in the same place we always at. We ain't moved nothing. Trying to reconnect. That's them.
They hate the truth. And they say the speakers of truth have no friends.
Yeah,
if I'm wrong, prove me wrong, man. That's an African proverb.
That's true as hell.
Yeah, it is.
See, it shouldn't even be taking that long. There you go.
Wow. Well,
that's how you know when you're getting busy. Anytime when y'all see the feed getting interrupted, that means
the alphabets.
We serving up real good cooking. We serving up some real good cooking.
The African cooking.
And they upset right now. Is what's happening. Yeah, they got mad because I said that part.
I get it, man. Listen, you cannot disrupt the revolution.
Cannot. They can't do nothing about it.
And the young always inherit the revolution. All the time. United we stand, divided we fall. Now, we like to speak the truth on here. We want to educate you and enlighten you. You ready, General?
I'm ready.
It's your segment, man. Let's get black. And now, General YUTI speaks. Let's get black.
Now, if y'all know me, you know I be all over the place. So, General said, you need your own section.
Yeah.
What you gonna call it? So my section is called Conspiracy.
Check it out.
Dig the root word. Conspiracy. Now I feel this is necessary because we get conned a lot. And now, everything I'm about to say is my opinion. Most of it, most people are gonna think I'm crazy as hell.
I think you're crazy.
I got King Rick in here, fool.
But I think that you're intelligent too, because the smartest people in the world are the craziest people.
Cool.
And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm crazy as fuck. But go ahead.
So now, here's the conspiracy moment. I was torn between two topics. So I'm gonna go with the lighter of the two because I don't want to shock y'all for my first section, my first segment. So we're gonna deal with Busta Rhymes.
Who is that?
This is the rapper Busta Rhymes.
I know what you're talking about.
He done went on a rant. According to them, it's a rant about the alleged virus. You can't say the C word because they'll get you. So, yeah, you can't say that.
Really?
No, you cannot say that. They will take your whole everything down.
Fuck them.
But we know what C word I'm talking about. So now, he says, basically, F the mask, kisses you know what, and a whole bunch of bleep, 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 bleep. He ain't wearing the mask. He think the CDC is full of shit. He think that this is just basically tyranny and they're trying to control us.
Okay.
I'm paraphrasing, but this is the gist of what he's saying.
Okay.
So now, the cancel culture is on his heels. So he's losing opportunities and they blasting him on everything and all. How they do when white folks get mad at you.
Oh.
So now, my whole thing is this.
Conspiracy.
I've been telling you all from day one that these people are jerking our chains. I'm going to give you a simple 2+2 moment. They're telling you to wear masks, saying you have to be 6 feet apart from each other. Right. So how far is 6 feet? Well, if you're 6'2" like me, 6 feet is about the first branch on the tree from the little birdies hanging. 6 feet is exactly how high I stand from me to the grass. So if 6 feet is the distance, that means literally, if I got COVID, I should be able to spit on the ground and infect the little squirrelies. My point is, if you 6 feet apart, and we don't see, that means the virus is airborne. It's airborne. It can travel. But apparently it's not traveling far enough because there's no dead animals anywhere.
Due to COVID. Oh, due to the C word, I'm sorry.
Yes. There should be dead snakes. There should be dead squirrels. There should be dead birds. There should be a lot of animals popping belly up because of the distance thing. But you don't see any dead animals. And you also have to look at the makeup of the C word. They said the C word is made up of SARS. It's got traces of SARS, strands of HIV.
I ain't heard that one.
Oh yeah. Wow. It's got traces of SARS and strands of HIV in the C word. So that means, and I'm going to end it here. That means if we believe that this C word actually exists, because they told us that HIV, this AIDS thing allegedly came from Africans raping monkeys. This is what they tried to feed us when it first came out.
You know what, General? That's a bunch of BS.
Of course it is. But here's my thing.
Fuck you.
Of course it's a bunch of BS. But if we believe they're BS, then that means the only way you can get the C word, a African monkey had to rape a bat.
A bat.
And somehow that bat ended up in China in soup.
You know what? Let's be real. We don't know where the COVID came from. Some people say it's man-made. Some people say it's not. But as the general said, it does not affect animals in the way that it affects humans. Why is that? I'm just saying. It's something to think about. Listen, the Lair of the Black Panther is a show that is hard-hitting, raw, and truthful from a Black Panther perspective. You might not agree with the things that we say. Everyone is entitled to their opinions. Everyone.
And if you ever see a monkey rape a bat, please get the footage.
See, there you go, man.
I just want to see it. That's what I'm saying.
It's all
It
good,
didn't happen.
Listen. Every Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, you will be enlightened, inspired, and educated from the Lair of the Black Panther, featuring the biggest panther and gorilla in the jungle and the world, King Rick, and General YUTI, the second in command of the original Black Panthers, every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to do it, y'all. Let's get black. I want this show to be the most popular show on Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. That's what we want it to be. You might not agree with what we're saying, but that's cool. That's fine. And every show will be ending with the biggest panther in the jungle, King Rick, roars. So let's get black. Earlier in the show, we talked about the January insurrection of the nation's capital in Washington, D.C. White supremacists, over 100,000, took it over. Violence, killing, mayhem, murder, and even the African-American police officers were called the N-word by a lot of people because they were doing their job. It shut down the nation's capital. That's insurrection, that's rioting, that's what it is. But this year, and I'm going to be honest with you, in July, the original Black Panthers, along with the Yellow Panthers, Brown Berets, FLAC, GTO, the Socialist Party, went to the state capitol in Madison, Wisconsin, and shut it down. No violence, no killings, no murder, no mayhem. Check it out. The power has always been in the hands of the people. We just need to use it effectively. And remember, black is beautiful, black to the future, and I'll be black. Another great and exciting episode of the Lair of the Black Panther. You might not like it. I get it. I understand it. But you can't say we didn't educate you. And if you say it, you're a damn fool. I said that. Listen, tune in every Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for the Lair of the Black Panther. General, anything you want to say?
I had a ball. My candy corns are gone.
See, there we go.
And no, but I love this opportunity just to have an hour to kick it with the family, and it's an interesting tone down from what I normally do, so I get to be civilized and watch it backed up. It's beautiful.
I love acting up because I don't give a fuck.
So it was dope for me, and in part, and the only thing I want to say is if you get the footage, I want to see it. Just don't tell King Rick. You know the monkey bad thing.
All right, y'all. Listen. Let's get black. Let's get beautiful. Let's be strong and intelligent. Let's take black our communities for the betterment of the people. We'll see you next week. Tune in. Support. General, how can they support the show? Tell them, man.
Support the show. You can go to YouTube, go to Lair of the Black Panther, the YouTube channel. That's King Rick's new YouTube channel.
I got it. Really?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Like, share, and subscribe. Let's get the subscriptions up. Once we see y'all tuning in, we got a lot of footage. We're going to start loading. We got tons of footage. We're going to load the page up for you. Y'all just got to come get involved. Come get involved. Get in here every Thursday. Rock with us. And past that, get on these channels and support us, man. Support us.
And should I give him an exclusive? Yes or no?
Give it to him.
Fucking, I'm going to give it to him. We are in talks to we're going to definitely have a docuseries. And we have been in talks for a movie and me being spotlighted in the movie, a biography, and a comic book. God damn it, I love comic books.
He gonna be a superhero.
Nah. I'm going to be a black man doing black things for black people living in a black world. You know who the true superheroes are? Our community. See, you pointing at me. I'm talking about our community, man.
Absolutely.
Shit, I'm just here, man, doing the best that I can. You know, this is a new show. We want you to tune in, support it. And I told the General, all, people want the talking and stuff that they do, we will never respond to that shit because I don't give a fuck. Whether if it's negative, fine, but it's positive, I love you, honor you, and respect you because I do nothing but speak the truth. So tune in next Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for the Lair of the Black Panther so you can hear us roar. All power to the people.
All power to the people, y'all.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.